How are you? Welcome back. Welcome to Real Macro. Nice to see you. All right, so we're going to go back in time and we're going to kind of review everything. Um, and let me see where we're going to start. Do, 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 do. All right, let's start here. All right, so last week we had a weekly review, last week, May 1st. So let's get started. All right, airlines, look at the similarities 9/11 and COVID. Okay. So if this starts to break down, you can expect something similar to occur in the real market, in the broader market, not real market, the broader market, because airlines are very capital intensive and very highly economically sensitive. So if airlines start going south, I think the rest of the market will as well. So I'm just giving you the setups. Be aware of it. You can follow it here. Uh, will give you good insight. All right. All right. Silver. Let's talk about silver. Nice little cup and handle. Didn't do exactly as I wanted. All right, because I think I have it here. Where is it? Yep. Initially, I thought it's gonna hold the support line and then just kind of break out. Instead, we had a deeper pullback, and that deeper pullback looks like this. The crossing of the line in of itself is not a big deal. Should you pay attention to it? Yes, but it's not a big deal. You want to know what the structure is going to look like subsequently. That's what matters. So, ask yourself these simple questions. Are commodities hot right now? Yes. Does it have a structure that looks familiar to you, that is a bullish setup or a bearish setup? In this case, bullish. Yes. Um, do you have something you can trade? Yes. This breakout here. Okay. And then you have another little baby kind of setup here. Okay, which is this. All right. See it? Let me see if I can zoom out a little bit. All right. Okay, so we came out of this trend line. We have a nice little bullish formation. And guess what? Broke out. Boom. Nice little trade. Wind at your back. It's not that complicated. Again, but you have to learn how to read bare knuckle charting, right? Just price. And then you can add whatever you like on top of that. But if you don't understand price, if you don't understand the setups that are repetitive, then you don't have that extra edge. Okay. So silver cup and handle. We had a question from Echo, and it says, "Is it not invalid cup and handle since the move went too low?" And something about fibs. No, it doesn't matter. The crossing of the line doesn't matter. The structure subsequently is what matters. Okay, and then making sure that you have a nice bullish setup. That's what matters. All right, same thing with gold now. Let's talk a little bit about gold. Nice little bullish setup. Guess what? Boom, there you go. All right, we have the W formation, and this goes back a while. This goes back a while. We'll go back to April 2nd when I said, look, we have the W formation. Look for this to push higher. And it did. Okay. Uh, so remember these things. They're important. They're important because it's really going to improve your trading. Um, you go back again, you look at this gold setup that I initially posted. Sorry, it takes a little bit of time. Come on, baby. Come on. It's not my computer. All right, so I said gold at a key area. We had a nice little bullish setup, 1, 2, 3 down, valid structure, coming into support, right? So look for this area to become an area of support for higher prices. And that was back on March 2nd. And boom, there you go. Magic. Magic. Right? It's not going to happen the next day, right? A lot of my posts. Got to give it some time. I'm just giving you information that you're going to need in the future. All right, what else we have here? So we talked about gold, airlines, DAX. All right, be cautious here, is what basically. right? Set a major key area. If this starts to break down from here, uh, the rest of the markets are likely going to do something similar. You have a head and shoulders again, a rising wedge, and that's why I put here if broken, if it's a big if broken, be careful, right? Popped, no biggie. Didn't break, you don't do anything, right? And even if it did break, you wait for the structure before you do anything. But it is important to kind of pay attention to that, okay? And that's why I post them. Remember, I cannot post everything because I have to keep some things for subscribers, so I'm kind of limited to what I can do and say. All right, here I say NDX. How do you deal with these kind of moves, right? And these moves are basically this. What is this? It's a thrust move to the downside designed to provoke emotions, right? The newbies, the pikers, they're going to react to that because they don't know any better. They read some book that said if it crosses a line, you do this, and if it crosses this line, you do that, and no, 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 no. That's piker stuff. Okay, the amount of times that a crossing of a line is going to lead to something much, much bigger, right? Some wow event, uh, are extremely low. So what ends up happening is that people get all excited. They short in the hole, as they say. Okay, they short in the hole, and what happens is it blows up in their face. So the way you avoid this kind of fear of missing out, the FOMO, oh my God, it crossed, it's going down fast, I'm not in it, let me chase. That sensation is you do what the professionals do. You wait, you get patient, you sit back, you watch what kind of structure is going to form, and then and only then, if it forms like it should, okay, then you can take the short. Then you can take the short. Here, okay? That's when you take the short. You don't take the short just because it crossed the line and it's coming down fast. That's there to fool you, okay? So you wait. And look what happened. Was I right when I was making the video? Because this didn't happen. That happened Friday. Was I right? Yeah, of course I was right. Boom. If you shorted in the hole, now you're chasing, trying to cover, trying to get out. Okay. We saw the same thing in Ethereum. We saw the same thing in Bitcoin. We talked about that last week. Go back, watch the videos, and hopefully you can watch the other video, how to handle these kind of moves. All right. Just kind of recapping here. So watch it. How to deal with these moves. NDX drops. IPO. All right. Let's go back in time. First of all, I said that it was getting tired. I don't know if you can reset this. Can you reset this? I'm not sure. Anyway, so initially I said, look, oh, that's not the one. Get too many tabs. All right, so let's go back in time. Give it a minute. Oh, come on. You're eating up my time. All right, February 21st, I said, look, IPO is getting tired. All right. It had multiple breaks of the line. It wasn't even touching the upper trend line. It looked tired. All right. And then what happened? Well, you know what happened. Boom. Bye bye. Bye bye. Okay. Uh, these are good calls. They're not going to probably make you money in the very next minute, but if you follow them, they're going to make you money. Okay. You look at IPO. When I published it again, when was it? February 21st. Let me see. It's still loading. No, I'm sorry. April 16th. And I said, okay, well, we have a nice little move to the downside. We have a structure we recognize. What is the risk reward? Well, if it breaks out, okay, you stop. The reward is that it comes back for one more down. and it tests the previous low. Okay, so from a risk reward, it's very simple. Even if it breaks out and you want to go long, very simple, right? And what happened? Boom. Thank you. Easy. Keep it simple. It's okay if you're wrong. Just don't stay wrong. That's the trick. It's okay to be wrong, not okay to stay wrong. Okay. So and I was kind of illustrating this, updating it, and sure enough, it went lower, and probably will go even lower. Okay, from a risk reward standpoint. Let's continue here. We talked about that. DAX, NDX, IPO, Caterpillar, simple setup, breaking out, commodities. This should go higher. All right. New all-time highs. IWM, okay. Small caps, head and shoulders, breaking of the line, pay attention. Remember, ask yourself two questions. What's it trying to do? How good of a job is it doing? It broke this trend line. How good of a job did it do to come to head test? Not very. Came back down. That's not a good sign. Then it broke the support lines. Not only this one, but this one. Okay. Subsequently, it went up. Okay. But it's still at the bottom of the trend line, building pressure. So hopefully this week, if you're a bull, this can, starts going. If not, it starts breaking again, then you start looking for the whole market to go down, and especially small caps. All right. Oops, what happened? All right, let's continue. Caterpillar, small caps, um, caution flag. Diana shipping. All right, this has to do with commodities. 14-year downtrend, breaking it. I initially posted this a while back. Just give it a minute. April 28th. I said, be careful, look for this one to break out. Here's what's coming next. Okay? Now, this is more for investors than it is traders, but this puppy goes at $3.78. The previous high is all the way up to $42.89. That's not including dividends that probably start, passing out at some point. Remember, when commodity prices become more expensive, uh, dry shipping is going to charge more. And dry shipping is a bottleneck industry. It's not like they can say, hey, order me another 20, 30 dry ships so I can start moving things around. Doesn't work like that. So prices for these ships rises quickly. Profits start to mount, and good things happen if you're a stockholder. Okay, don't pay attention to the price. Look at the company. Okay, so it was up as much as 12% on Friday. Still in the process of breaking out, but this thing goes. Woo wee! Forget about it. All right, copper and lumber. Copper hit new all-time highs. Okay, and we got Buffett saying, "Look, we have sustained inflation. You got Coca-Cola raising prices. Smuckers is raising. Kimberly, everybody and their mom is raising prices, and that's the problem. That once you start getting commodity prices rising, and you start getting those price increases, nobody in Coca-Cola is going to say, "Oh, look, commodity prices fell, so let's go, let's go lower our prices." It doesn't work like that. Okay, so when you have lumber that is rising at 577% in a year, home prices, the average home price has increased by $35,872, and that's according to the National Association of Home Builders. When you're getting this kind of inflation, uh, where it's just money flows, excessive savings, money flows funneling into commodities, pushing up prices, thanks to all these deficits and feel good money for everybody. Eventually, you're going to pay for it. There's nothing free in this world, so you're going to pay for it through inflation. It's going to translate into the wider economy. there's just no other way around it. So you got copper at all-time highs. You got lumber up 577%. You got Diana shipping about to start to break out. You got Caterpillar starting to break out. Okay, you see what I'm going with this, right? Pay attention to the message of the market. And that's what I try to do with my little diary here, because that's what it is, a diary for you guys to peek in. And pay attention to these things, because this is the final phase of a bull market when commodity prices start to soar. And then the next phase that's going to come is you're going to start seeing prices start to fall. All right. And hopefully we'll all be around and I'll show you that to the best of my abilities. But that's about it. If you have any questions, again, don't hesitate to ask. We can have a Q&A question and answer session video, and I can answer things. Don't forget to support me and follow me. Be more than happy to answer your questions, and I'm going to try to keep it as educational and quantitative and qualitative at the same time as possible. All right. So that's it. Thank you very much again for your support, and I'll talk to you guys soon. All right. Take care. Bye bye.